Welcome to another video, guys. In today's video I'm gonna be doing a review on a 2022 Ford Explorer. Stay tuned.
Music bed.
Alright guys, so this is a 2022 Ford Explorer and I'm gonna just do a kind of review of everything inside out, and hopefully if you guys are looking into purchasing a family vehicle, something that's a little bit more spacious, then this video helps you out. So first, this is an XLT package. Now there's different trim levels. Obviously you get a base. I think this is just above the base with the XLT. You get a limited, and then you can go up to like an ST. I think you go up to a Platinum or a King Ranch, but at that point you're looking at a pretty expensive vehicle. Obviously if you can afford it, that's what you like. They are super nice, fully loaded, a lot of options on those. So really just depends on your price range, right? If you want something that's a little bit more affordable, then again, you can go with the base model. They're a little bit less expensive than like this one here, or you can just jump a little bit up to this one, XLT. So I got a good deal on this one just because this was a order that someone had placed at the dealer where I bought it, and for some reason they didn't end up purchasing it. So I pretty much got this for less than a base model would have been for me at this time of the year, right? With everything going up in price right now, vehicles are more expensive. They're not in stock anyways. You have to order them and all that, and this was sitting there less expensive than ordering a new one, even the base model. So anyways, always look around, shop around at the dealer, see what they have, and you never know what you'll find. But anyways, so get started here. You got your steering wheel, and it has all your controls. So you have your radio controls here, to raise the volume, turn it off. You can change your presets on this side here on the bottom. So pretty much seems like from this little chrome line here down, those are radio controls. You want to talk or anything like that, so you can raise volume, lower it, anything like that. Here on top, these are controls for your dash. So since this is the XLT, it gives you the dash up there. So you have the different, obviously you have the speedometer, the RPMs, temperature, and gas, but then you have different options you can show there on the screen. So you can show like your radio, off-road, kind of, what your angle is. You can show your tire pressure, your like miles per gallon, things like that. So there's different options, and also there's a menu button here, and you can go through really do your display setup, things like that, different things in here. So I haven't completely gone through everything. There's your whole life. I didn't know where that was, but you can select screens, so you can choose what screens can be displayed on there, or what you don't want in there if you don't want any of them. So that's just kind of the basic layout. I kind of like keeping it on this off-road thing. It still shows your miles per hour here on the bottom, and so that's pretty cool. If you go with the base model, it doesn't have this screen. It just has like a small little square there that might give you like your miles per gallon, things like that. Keep that in mind. Another option that this vehicle has, and probably because it was a special order, I don't think all XLTs have it, but it's the lane assist. So right here where your turn signals are, you see this little, looks like a car in the lanes. So, and there's a button right here on the side. It's just a little push button. So if you push it, you see there on the screen, it shows like a road. It goes from the miles move to the side, and then you see a road, and that's your lane assist. So that turns it on and off, very convenient, easy to turn it on and off. And then up here on top, it gives you that little display that has the little car with the small little lanes next to it, and that lets you know you have that on. So that's really cool. It works really well as long as you have a hand on the steering wheel. If you drift to the side, it actually vibrates kind of your steering wheel, and it pushes it over, it corrects you. So it's really cool. It's kind of weird the first times you use it, and it's I mean, it's an awesome feature. I usually don't have it on, but it can kind of be handy, like if you're driving, you're a little bit tired, you know, you want to make sure you're not like drifting off or anything, turn it on. Or you can just keep it on all the time if you're one of those people that just can't keep in the lane. But anyway, so that's option that this came with. Obviously here it's your headlight control, so you have your automatic headlights. You can just turn them on directly, or just your parking lights, or turn them off. And then obviously you can do the brightness of the screens here with these as well. This is the button to open the lift gate as well, so you can open it here. And so this was another option that this has as well. I don't think all of them do, is the headlights. It has also the automatic high beams. So when you're driving at night, if there's no lights coming towards you, it'll turn on the high beams. And then if it spots like a light, you know, a traffic, a car coming your way, it goes back to the low beams. So that's a really cool option that it has. My F-150 has the same option, so that's pretty cool. We'll go here to the door. So you just have your standard controls, your lock and unlock button right up there. Easy to get to with your door handle up here. A good spot for your door handle. It seems kind of, you know, a sturdy door handle here. This is where you can close the door, also pretty sturdy. And then you have your window control, so you can lock your windows on the other passengers. You can choose which mirror to adjust, and then you have all your window switches right in here. So you have a lot of storage on this vehicle throughout. So you have your pocket here. I mean, every vehicle has these. You have like a cup holder right in here. You have cup holders here in the center, and then you have another cup holder back there. For the back passengers, you have a and I'll show you back there, but you have a little cup holder right here in the center console. And so plenty of cup holders for everyone to put their drinks. Here in the center we have our media. So this is kind of standard on all the Explorers. Little screen here. It looks kind of like a, I don't know, tablet, but it's got all your media in here. And so that this is the one thing, if you go up in trim level, you get your navigation built in. Your heater HVAC controls also display on here. That's how my truck is. This one, I mean, if I change the temperature, it tells me up here the number. It also tells you what the temperature is set at right now, but you can't control them from the screen. You have to control them from the buttons, which is not bad. I mean, your temperatures are here, you know, turn them on, fan control. So it's pretty standard, very easy to control. This one did come with the heated seats on the front. Now if you go up to a limited, you get the ventilated seats, which the button will be right under here. So keep that in mind. One thing I forgot to mention is the leather wrap steering wheel. This one came with the leather wrap steering wheel. I don't think all of the, like, I don't think the base models have that, but the XLTs might have that. So keep that in mind. This has a little, you know, storage unit here. It's pretty good size. Has a USB connection, cigarette lighter connection right in here, and then it also has a USB-C connection in there. It has this little notch cut out, so if you want to charge your phone and have your phone out here, you can still run the cable and close this down. So we're moving here to the middle. Now this has a dial for your transmission. This is pretty much standard on the new vehicles now, so on new Explorers anyways, but obviously you have to push the brake and then you just turn it to change the gears. This has a 10-speed transmission, so you know, it's very quick to respond and everything. You have your parking brake button here, and then I think, quite honestly, I don't know what this is. I'll have to look at the manual. It looks like a hold button, so maybe if you want to if you're in drive, and then you can hold the vehicle. So yeah, that holds it without moving, kind of like a transmission brake. Kind of cool, but I don't know what you would use that for. Maybe if you're like in traffic, you're tired of pushing the brake pedal, I don't know, just push that. So that's pretty cool. One thing that the vehicle does, and I don't know if you can change that, I'll look at my manual here, is every time you put it in park, the parking brake turns on. So, you know, I put it in park, parking brake turns on. So every time you put it in park, parking brake turns on automatically. It's kind of cool feature. That way, you know, it's on all the time. But it's a little bit different because like I'm not used to it. So every time I go to take off, I'm like, wait, why is it not going? Parking brakes on. So keep that in mind as well. Down here we have the auto start stop off button. So with all new vehicles, that is a feature that they're eliminating because of the chip shortage. And again, since this one was ordered, special order, I don't know if it was ordered a while back, and that was, you know, something that they made sure to put in there. So that is still in there. But I know the new ones do not have that feature. So traction control on and off, and then your mode switches. You can change the different modes. So I'll show you here on the screen. That's the really cool thing about this screen as well, is when you change the mode, you know, the screen is very cool. It changes from like normal, slippery. It just gives you like a nice cool little display up there. Depends on what you choose. It's pretty cool. So that's one thing I like about this screen is you know, it's really nice there. So you have your center console here. So this is a pretty big console. Not as big as like my F-150, but way bigger than our previous Ford Escape. You have a cigarette lighter in here as well. A little container here for whatever you want. And this has kind of like a leather wrapped cover on it. So the car came with the cloth seats. So obviously you can get up, even on the XLT actually, you can get leather seats. It is going to be a higher price. Or limited also comes with leather seats, and those are the ones that come ventilated. But it's pretty cool. The middle here, it's got a nice pattern. Then the outside seats are very comfortable, hold you well, and then you have your glove box in here with our you know, manual and all that. So overall, very nice here. There's your passenger door panel with the lock unlock, and then the window switch up there, and then you have your, you know, handle to get in the vehicle. Up here, this is a little bit, you know, simpler. It has your little cubby for your glasses, and then your light controls, and it tells you if your passenger airbag's on and off, and then just your sun visors, and they do have a mirror with lights on there, so that's pretty cool. So that's the front here. I'm gonna jump here in the back real quick and then show you guys around a little bit more. All right, so I am sitting here on the passenger side rear seat. As you can see, there's plenty of room. These seats have adjustability, so you can go forward, go backwards. Pretty nice. Plenty of room. This has the captain's seats here, so it doesn't have a center seat, so you can, you know, the kids can go back here easier, just through the middle. If you don't have that option, the other vehicles, you just have to fold that side seats, and you kind of have to jump over them. So it's a little bit harder to get back there for maybe smaller kids. I mean, they like climbing, so, you know, it just depends. You want that extra seating here in the middle, you can get the bench seat. The seats are different, so that's one thing I looked into. With the bench seat, these seats are a little bit shorter. They're up to here, and they don't have this little armrest as well, so keep that in mind. I think even the bottom is a little bit shorter to compensate for the other seat here, so that's the difference. Here on the back, you also have your, you know, vents for your air, little light switch, and this is one option that this vehicle came with. When I was looking, I'm glad that this came up. That was a special order because it has your rear heater controls. And this is another option that with the chip shortage, the vehicles don't come with this. They take this off. They just put a panel here that just has a black cover on there. So, but you can turn your you know, your air controls here. You can choose the speed of the little of the blower, anyways, and it blows right in here. And then there's vents, if you guys can see back here, for the third row seat. So pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Just, you know, be able to have that control there. Vents for the back passengers there, so that's awesome. You have your back seats here. So before we go back there, the door, you know, has your same door handle, you know, place to grab the door from right here where it's sturdy. You have additional cup holders here on each door, and here on the bottom on the cubby, as well as another little cubby. So you have, each passenger here has 3 drink drink holders here. Here on the back, the seats are, you know, pretty roomy, really. Let me jump back here just to kind of see. You know, it's pretty roomy back here also. Obviously not as roomy as up there, but it's still not bad. So, you know, I still have my legs fit. And this seat is back a little bit more than that one, but it's still not too bad. Got my air controls up here, so it's pretty neat. And then you have cup holder, cubby up here, cubbies up here. You have this little anchor point, so if you fold the seats down and you need to put something here and anchor it, you get the anchor points in here. So pretty good room back here. All right, so now we made it to the back here. This does have the power lift gate, another option that base models may not have. The power lift gate, it would just have the lift supports, so keep that in mind. Has your controls up here. So, you know, not too much of a space up here with the seats up, but obviously it's not that big of a vehicle to have third row seat, so keep that in mind. But you do have about 1.5 feet if the seats are up, decently enough. To fold the seats down, you can get the limited that has the power option, which would be here. This one just has this latch, so it's really simple. Pull it, you see the headrest goes down, and then you just let it go, it folds down. Very simple, very fast. Then it has this one, makes it easier to reach. You just pull it up. And that's just how you do it. You can pull this up, or you can just kind of leave that down. Very simple. You have your little compartment here that you can also put stuff in there, and then underneath this, it's the spare tire. And so this one comes all the way off if you but there's your spare tire in there, pretty much like a full-size spare tire. And then you have these little compartment here, dividers, that you can put in there, put stuff separate, or you can take them off if you need to use that whole place there. So pretty decent thing here. And then you just push the button, or you can use the remote on your keys. So this came with the 18-inch wheels, standard. If you go, you can actually get them on the XLT 20-inch wheels, so you just got to pay extra for a different package. This is a burgundy velvet color, which is pretty nice with the sun. You can see it has like a really good metallic. It's a tinted clear coat metallic paint. That was also, I was glad I was able to get something that wasn't white or black. It has a backup camera here with a little spray to wash it when you wash the rear window. Overall, you know, the XLT has a little bit of chrome here on the side. Has the LED lights up front with the running lights. Nice chrome grille. This did not come with the fog lights. Some XLTs do, some don't. Base models don't have that, so keep that in mind. So that's kind of overall on the outside here. Let me pop the hood. Now to pop the hood on this, you pull once, pull twice to actually unlatch it. So this is a 2.3 engine, pretty much standard on all these. Really not too much to see under here, but I wanted to show you guys. 2.3, same as the Mustang engine, so it's got good power on it. 10-speed transmission just makes it really good, also good on gas. So that's overall the view. Now this is the key fob here. Let's go back in. It's kind of hot out here, so again, this one being the power lift gate, it has the button here, so you push it twice, the lift gate opens. But it does have the push button start as well. I think the base models just have the regular key. So but that's it. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything, but really a lot of room here. Really, this vehicle only has 50 miles, so I only driven it from the dealer to my house. We went to a doctor's appointment and back. Drives really nice, good power. I was able to drive it in sport mode for a little test drive it there around my neighborhood, and it really makes a big difference if you put it on sport mode, really, compared to normal. It has a good amount of power. Now, when I was test driving it, there was only 2 of us here. I'm sure if you have a full carload of people, it's gonna feel a little bit heavier, just obviously you have a lot of people with you. But with that sport mode, I'm sure it's still gonna be really good power to pass people on the freeway, things like that. So keep that in mind. This is a 2-wheel drive as well, so you can get these in 4-wheel drive, and I believe possibly all-wheel drive, but I know for sure 4-wheel drive. So you know, there's different things. I know I won't use it 4-wheel drive, so I didn't really care for that. So anyways, that's the review on here. I hope you guys liked the video. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and I'll probably do maybe like a 6-month or something follow-up just to see everything how it's been driving. But thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.